Hey, welcome back to my Dark Souls cheese through. This is probably going to be a pretty short video. There's several things that I wanted to cover before making more progress in the game. To start with, you'll see that I have a hidden body loaded. I hadn't used any of the magic or pyromancy or miracles yet, and I went ahead and spent 3 level ups to get my intelligence up to 14, just so I could show these things. So I may not end up using them, but I did want to kind of cover them. When we killed the Hydra and then rescued Dusk, we bought this catalyst, ivory catalyst. And you can see it weighs 0.5 stone. So my equipment load is 24.6, I think, is my allowable to standard 25% now. So I'm still within range there. The magic adjust on this is 180. And you see that the sorceries down to the bottom not affected by intelligence. So if you've got a low intelligence character, you can still use this catalyst for a good effect. And it says C scaling on intelligence, but I don't know. It says that it's not affected by it, so we'll see. At any rate, I've got it put in this hand. You see the guy right above my head there. Everyone knows that, as soon as you start going up the ramp there, he'll start throwing fire bombs at you. So I just want to show what effect this spell has. Whoops. If I can remember how to cast. Alright, so now we're hidden, and let's see how close we can get. See, he doesn't even see me yet. Now he does. You can see it's worn off now. It only lasts 15 or 20 seconds or something like that. But it'll give you a chance to cast it, and then, if you're going to run by the clams on your way to Cease Scaleless or something like that, can come in handy. Just give you a little head start so you can get pretty close to them before they aggro on you. And as you're running away, you don't have to get very far from them before they lose interest. So you have 3 casts of it. Alright, so that's hidden body. Swap that one out. Cast light. Again, you have 3 of these. This one lasts a pretty good time. I think it's maybe 5 minutes. Let me go ahead and cast it. Try and keep track of time here to see how long it lasts. But if you're going to the catacombs and you don't have some other source of light, and you've got 14 int to be able to cast this thing, it's not a bad option. You can see you can run around pretty far with it on. Just imagine yourself in the Tomb of Giants, I should say, where there's no light. And you do have 3 casts. If it lasts 5 minutes, that would be 15 minutes to get to the next bonfire, which is not too bad. I'm actually going to be using something different, but I wanted to show this. This also doesn't take up your helm slot like the Sunlight Maggot does, and it doesn't take up your shield slot like the Skull Lantern does. So this makes a pretty good option. Alright, so while that's going, I think it'll last through the bonfire. Let me swap out to the next one. Let's go with Magic Shield. You can see the light's still there. Alright, so see that Magic Shield affects the basically gives you magic defense on your shield. So the catalyst needs to be in your non-shield hand so that you can cast it on your shield. But if you watch, it only lasts about 12 seconds. 12 to 15 seconds. I was able to cast it 4 times within a minute. So if you take out a little bit of casting time, you can see it's already gone. So really short spell. I don't know really how to put it to good use. You know, you can imagine if you're fighting the 4 kings or something, it just doesn't give you enough time to do anything. It may block 1 or 2 spells before it runs out, but really tough to justify a slot on it. I think you get 5 cast of it, but I just don't find it worth it myself. Alright, so let's go to this magic weapon. You see I got great magic weapon from the cathedral over in Interlanda. It drops from the chandelier. But I can't cast it because I don't have enough intelligence. And my light is still there, and we're easily 4 minutes in now, so I think it is 5 minutes. Now, here's the problem with magic weapons. You can see I have to put the catalyst in my other hand. I didn't quite know what to do with this because I don't have a weapon, so that means I need to put, for convenience, I need to have the bow in this hand and the catalyst in this hand. So you get the sword back, and that replaces my shield. So in the middle of combat, you know, you can't be, if you were going to use other magic, you can't have your shield up. And it's also not as convenient to have the bow in this hand. It's just the way you use the controller, you have to go back and forth from left to right. You use the left L1 to zoom in and out, but you have to, you know, do the D-pad right controller to swap your weapon instead of left. I just find it a whole lot more convenient to have the bow in the other hand. But can't use this. And if you were going to use this in combination with Magic Shield, you'd have to constantly be swapping your catalyst around. Unless you don't use a bow and you have 2 catalysts. So let's go up here. We haven't ever talked to Laurentius. Let's go ahead and get the Pyromancer glove and talk to him.
Well, I see you made it out. Yeah, I made it out safely too. I have my Pyromancy of the Great Swarm, so I can usually manage with a bit of care. Oh yeah, by the way, I can share my spells with you. I think you have a knack for it. All you need are the materials. I'll be pleased to help you. And unless you find the magic's unsavory.
No, I do not find them unsavory.
Yeah, wonderful. I'm sure that, they'll be of some use, some assistance. Here, first take this. A flame from the Great Swamp. Now you're a fully fledged pyromancer. Why, let's get started right now.
You can actually modify your pyromancer flame maybe all the way to +10 with him, at least to +5, but it does cost a lot of souls to do that. I'm not going to end up using pyromancy. I may have one use for it that I'll show in the next video, but maybe 2 uses. The nice thing about pyromancy is you don't have to spend skill points on intelligence or faith or anything else. It just works. So I'm going to go ahead and buy this flash sweat. I've seen a lot of people use Iron Flesh for like the Four Kings fight, but I'm probably not going to do that.
Goodbye then. Come back if you find anything new.
So instead of the catalyst, we'd use the pyromancy flame. Great Chaos Fireball, it's grayed out because it takes 2 slots, 2 attunement slots, which I don't have. Poison Mist, I'm going to try giving that a use here in the next video. I may use Flash Sweat as well. Flame Defense 214. Reduces flame damage. I believe you can use this to help protect you from lava. To, for example, go get the Chaos Ember, and that's what I'm going to try and use it on. Gives you a little water bath. That sound is kind of annoying, but hopefully it'll run out here shortly. There it goes. Okay. I wanted to talk a little bit about what my plan is and kind of reasoning for my madness. I'm planning to save Slayer and use him for the final boss fight against Gwen. And in order to do that, you need to kill the Sunlight Maggot down in Lost Isleth, or the shortcut to Lost Isleth. And the Sunlight Maggot gives you the helmet, which has a light on it, like I was using a little while ago. So I like to do that before I go to the catacombs, because after the catacombs is the Tomb of Giants. I also like to have the large ember, large flame ember, and the chaos ember before going to the Tomb of Giants or the catacombs, so that I can talk to the blacksmith down there. I'll already have the embers that I can give him. So that puts the catacombs after Demon Ruins, basically. Or at least, yeah, part of Demon Ruins. Which is where I'm going to probably be heading next. But to open that shortcut, you need to join the Chaos Covenant I think it's the name of it. It's the Quelaag's sister. And you have to give her 30 humanity. So I went back to the depths. And you can see I've got 41 humanity. Plus these 3. Plus the 13 soft humanity. So I'm going to cut it out of the video, but at one point I'm going to bump up to get 30 soft humanity. And I may go ahead and use these twin humanities just to make it a little bit faster. I can get 6 with 3 casts there. But I also want to, when I do that, want to look at the effect of humanity on curse resist. You can see right now it's 170 with my current gear. Now it's 171. So what I'm going to do is take a look at it with 30, just to get some idea kind of how that scales. And then after I've used all 30, giving them to Quelaag's sister, we'll take a look with no soft humanity. See the difference there. One issue I ran into with fighting Cease Scaleless, I like to have a lot of curse resist. So I had the curse bite ring on, had my 10 humanity or so, and the humanity was helping my, I was using Quelaag's Fury Sword, which it's a chaos weapon, so it uses humanity. And I think I had up over 600 curse resist, but I messed up and got killed in the first fight. And when I came back, I didn't realize that I no longer had my 10 soft humanity. And so my curse resist was way back down around 200 or something. So my sword didn't do any good, and I didn't have a very long curse bar, and ended up getting killed again. So remember, if you're using soft humanity as a curse resist or for your chaos weapon, if you get killed, be sure and grab your souls pretty quick, or make sure you have that again. So I did update my, level up my intelligence to plus 14. It started at 11, so I only had to add 3, but that was a lot of souls to burn just to go through those few magic items, which I'm probably not going to use. Went and bought some arrows. Really just trying to plan ahead a little bit before I continue advancing the game. So let me go ahead and pop down to the Chaos Servant Covenant. So when I went and got the humanity, I just went to the depths and killed rats until I got the humanity. Let's go to the Daughter of Chaos. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and use up all this humanity and be back here once I have 30. Okay, I'm back, and as you can see, I've still got 30 humanity left. I wanted to have enough so that when I gave away 30, I'd still have 10 for soft humanity, plus some spare in case I need to kindle them on fire, or if I get killed, I need to replace that 10 soft humanity. So Let me take all my gear up here. Alright, curse resist is at 150 with no gear on. So that's simply natural curse resist plus the soft humanity. So let me go ahead and give her all 30 of these, and we'll check again. And I'll be back. Yay. You can see once you reach level 2 in this covenant, you get Chaos Storm. Covenant Chaos Servant plus 2. You see my curse resist is down to 30. So with 30 soft humanity, it went from 30 up to 150 with no gear on. So let's run out to the other bonfire. This video, I've got to cut some time out of it, but it's actually long enough to be a video of its own, so the next one's going to be longer. We'll make more progress in the game. For now, we're just going to camp here. I'll probably put at least some soft humanity back, and may end up may not kindle this fire. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have any comments, feel free to leave them, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.